It's a very simple question, and I know you have a very simple answer, but give me 1 second. Really, think about it. Would you rather have a Caleb Williams PSA 10 horizontal rookie card for $3,000, or would you rather have a Caleb Williams rookie card NFT out of 25 for $295? I'm talking to you, the hobbyist, the collector, the Caleb Williams fan. In addition, I'm going to show you a Caleb Williams rookie card variation that has twice the scarcity of a PSA 10 for 1/10 the price. So stay tuned till the end to check that out. Alright, right now we're looking at the beautiful Caleb Williams out of 25 NFT Kaboom rookie card for $295. Now that is the floor price. We'll get back to this in a second. First I want to jump over to recent sales on eBay of only PSA 10 Caleb Williams rookie cards. Most recent being, let's call it 3,500, 3,200 in May, then down to 2,850, 3,500, 3,300, 4,000. These are all recent sales in the past 2 months. This one dates back to March 9th at $6,000. Now if we go to the PSA pop report, because this is what everybody's going to be looking at. How does the population of the minted of 25 compare to the PSA 10 of what's going on out there with the Caleb Williams cardboard variation? So right now, here is the population report as of today for the horizontal rookie Kaboom. We're not going to be looking at the gold quite yet, that's next. But for right now, the current population of a PSA 10 is 31. So already, in all reality, the NFT variation is more scarce than the PSA 10 population. We're not going to get into the 165 pop for the PSA 9, 56 pop for the PSA 8. We're strictly sticking to only 10s. Right now, that's $3,000 to $6,000. Now here's one more interesting thing that I just want to bring up real fast. If we go back 2 months to March 9th, exactly 2 months from today, the pop report, and again, I can't verify this, I'm just going off of what this particular eBay listing is marketing. The pop report for this particular PSA 10 was 4, and it sold for $6,000. Immediately, you start to see the card drop, kind of find a floor, let's say around 3,000, give or take. And if we scroll up to May 9th, it's exactly 2 months past when that first one of a pop 4 sold for $6,000, and it says pop 23. That's May 9th. That is 10 days ago from when this video was created. Again, I cannot verify this. I'm just going, hopefully off good faith of that they're marketing, factually. As of today, 10 days later, there have been 8 more added to the population. So now there's 31. As the months go on, how many more are going to get added to the Gem Mint 10 population? I don't know, but you have to assume that that's going to affect the price. You're spending thousands of dollars on a card, and you have no idea how many are coming into the marketplace at any given time. Now with the NFT, you do. There's only 25. That's it. There's never going to be any more minted. And if anything, if you see down here, there's a category that talks about NFTs being burned. Now I don't foresee any of these Kabooms being burned, but I do have a Joe Burrow Kaboom out of 99, where 49 of them have been burned. So the population effectively went from 99 NFT Kaboom Joe Burrows to 50. It is possible. So if nothing else, what I'm trying to say is they get more rare. You're never going to have to worry about a population report coming out saying that there's 10, 20, 30 more. If anything, they get more scarce. So right now the current floor price is $295. That's effectively less than 1/10 of what the PSA 10s are going for at this time. Now if you go a little further into the sales history, the floor price of a buy it now, you can just, boom, buy it now, $295, less than 1/10. That to me seems pretty cool, specifically if you're a collector of Caleb Williams or a Caleb Williams fan. Instead of spending $3,000 for the Gem Mint 10, you could come and spend 1/10 the price for the same thing as an NFT version. The last most recent sale that wasn't a 1 of 25 or 25 of 25, had that kind of distinct serial number, sold for $160, and that was April 17th. So there's about $100 wiggle room. So could you offer $225 and get that particular NFT? $250, sure. But let's just stick to $295. You could have it today. You could have 10 of them today for the same price as you have one PSA 10. Now, I'm not trying to sway the collector to get rid of the cardboard version, or, I know that market's huge. It's just kind of putting eyeballs on what's going on in this NFT space. And if you are a collector, a hobbyist, a fan of Caleb Williams, and you thought, you know what, I love that Kaboom card. They are very cool. I wish I had one in my collection. Now you can. Now let's move on to the gold. The gold Kaboom, I will somewhat concede that there is a difference when talking about a PSA 10 population compared to this particular out of 10 NFT. Both golds are out of 10. The one thing with the standard silver Kaboom is that they're just case hits. They don't have a serial number that they're out of, so you don't know what the population will be. Out of the 10 of the cardboard version, you do know that they're serial number 210. And of those, are all of them going to be PSA 10s? Probably not. And if we look at the PSA population report, again, for the Kaboom horizontals, we go down, we see the gold, there are 0 PSA 10s. There are 2 PSA 9s. Now I found, where is it? I don't see it now. I did find a Caleb Williams, here it is, BGS 9.5, and it's selling for $18,500. Now, it hasn't sold, it's selling for $18,500. The only ones that I've seen that have sold are vertical variations out of 10. One's a PSA 8, one is a PSA 9. The PSA 8 respectively sold for $12,000. The PSA 9 sold for $20,000. So, in essence, if you do get a gold horizontal Caleb Williams and it does grade PSA 10, the population report of that is 1. Now, will more PSA 10s get added to that? Sure, but there's already some out there that have been graded that aren't a PSA 10, so you pretty much are guaranteed that's going to be under a total pop of 10. Now, if you go to the Caleb Williams variation, let me just go back to the gold. Sorry, I lost my place real fast. Where were you going? Scroll down. Gold. The current floor price is $1,500. So again, there will only be a supply of 10 of these particular NFTs. Yes, the Gem Mint 10 will always be more scarce. There are not going to be 10. There could be 1, maybe 2. But the price, if you do just love this gold Kaboom, I mean, the NFT is arguably even more pretty with how the video can shimmer. You can flip the card around. It's a beautiful representation of what maybe you as a collector are aspiring to get, but you just don't have $15,000, $20,000, $25,000, $30,000 for that card. Well, now there's a floor price of $1,500 if that's more in your wheelhouse. It will remain scarce, and if you even dig a little further into recent sales, the most recent sale was $318, $415, $565, $450. You may be able to get this particular NFT instead of $1,500 for $500, $600, $700. So in comparison, still you can see that if you're just a hobbyist or a collector or a Caleb Williams fan, those particular cards that were out of reach in the cardboard world, now in the NFT world, you can have today for a price that you probably never thought was possible. And last, I promised you an addition, a rookie variation that's twice as scarce, 1/10 the price. Let's take a quick look at what I'm referring to. So this particular Caleb Williams variation silver rookie has a buy it now price of $25. It is out of 49. Now if you look at recent sales of this particular Caleb Williams, you're going to see, when was this one? May 18th, yesterday, from when this video was taped, $265, $282, and again, these are all PSA 10s, $331. So you're looking at anywhere from, I'd say the floor is probably around the 285. There's 265, 331, 285, maybe 300, just depending, especially going into training camp. When you look at the population report of this particular variation, you see a total population of 103 for Gem Mint 10s. And that's as of now. Again, we've learned that next month it could be 110, then 120, 130, who knows. But as of right now, it's 103 Gem Mint 10 population. The NFT variation is already over twice as scarce as the Gem Mint 10 population. We've already established that the floor is probably give or take around 285, 300 for that particular Gem Mint 10 given the current population. And the NFT buy it now price is $25. That is less than 1/10 of the price for over double the scarcity as of today. We know the NFT scarcity isn't going to change. If anything, it's going to go down. We don't know what the Gem Mint 10 scarcity is going to do. And one last thing, if we dive into the price history, we go to recent sales. Again, we see the recent sales of $10, $14, $13, $14, $12. These are all sales in the past 2 months that are lower than $25. So could you pick up this particular NFT for even lower at $15, $20, $22, even $24? There's a very good possibility of doing that. So all I wanted to do today was take people who are in the hobby collector community, in the cardboard world, put some eyes on the NFT space and what it can offer you. Just as a collector or hobbyist, I don't know where values of these are going to be, but just in terms of collecting and having fun, I think all of you should check it out. Stay tuned. Please like, subscribe.